Hi and welcome to this design tutorial. This is the voice of Samuel Wolabi here, and in this tutorial we're going to be going through the Instagram carousel design for bakers. So you can see that from on your screen the size is different from that of the normal designs you have been doing, which is the square size design. That is the basic size for design, and the size of the square is 1080 by 1080. You want to increase the dimension, you want to increase the size and make it more sharper, you can make it like maybe 2000 by 2000 or 3000 by 3000. That way, if you send it on WhatsApp, for example, you're going to send as HD. But if you just do 1080 by 1080 and you save that way, it is going to remain, it's not going to send as HD now, but that is just the basic size. So, but for Instagram carousel, the size is 1080 by 1350. So I'm going to be showing you how to set the size on Canva. So let's just go back. So the first thing you do is tap on plus. This is how to start the basic design. So now you can see custom size, uploads. Upload is if you want to use a size that already exists and you don't know the size. You tap on upload to import the image and you do that. But we are going to be using custom size. So width and height, telling you to set it. So it's showing you the recent. For you, they might not be recent. So like I said, square is 1080 here, height 1080. But for Instagram carousel, we're using 1080. By calling it 1080, that's the easiest to use, 1080. So this is going to be 1350. This is the Instagram carousel size. If you want the dimensions increase from the beginning, you can just go to your calculator and punch in ×2 or ×3. But when you are saving, you can as well increase size. So we're just going to tap. As you can see, it already brought it. Instagram post 4.5. So create new design. That is if we are creating a new design, but because we already have the design created here, I just want to select that and wait for it to load up. So for this design in front of us that we're going to be creating, let's start from a blank page as usual. Add page. This is just what you need. So opening the oven ruins your cake. Okay, this is the font. Let's bring this up. We're using this font here. The name is High Rise Demo. So let me see. I think I would. This is not the font I will use there. Let's just see. So any font can work, so you know. Just so it depends on your brand's font or how you intend to pass the message. So we're reducing line spacing. We're changing format to left align the text. So here it is opening the cake. Opening the oven ruins your cake, basically. So let's tap on this as we want to edit the text and just hold and tap on color here and make it red. Let's do the same thing for oven and wings. Red also. Okay, that's first. Now for the background, we tap on. We could use the background and edit color, or we could just tap on elements, bring in a shape. Now tap on color, tap on plus, and go to gradients, and just tap on this again. Now for the down part, we want the color to be like called butter color, and the top, let's still come and pick that same butter color, because in Canva, if you don't pick similar colors and you remove one part, it is going to be showing it. So now when you come to color to edit it, this is the color palette. It's showing you the present place where the color is. This is the color, which is called hue, showing you currently. Now you can see this white dot here. If we move it, it's changing the colors here. So that is the second slider. Now the third slider is transparency. When the dot is here, where it is currently, where is this thing? It is in the color's full position, or how to put it, right there in the color where it's supposed to be. Now where it's here, it is transparent. So if you put it in the middle here, like 50%, it's telling you that it is 50% transparent, and if you put it in 0, it's telling you that it's 0% transparent. Or you can just edit the transparency here and put it in 0, as you can see. So let's move this color here and put this in 0. Drop down. Now we already have it, as you can see. Like this. Now we have changed the background color a bit. We have made it to gradients without having to make the background itself gradients. That's first. Let's duplicate this shape. Come to color. Let's make it red. Is that red? Okay, red. Come to corner and just curve it a bit. Duplicate. Make it black. Still duplicate. Let's reduce the corner a bit. Okay. Come to text. Subheading, Gradle Suite. If you have a logo, you would not need to use text. And place there. I just copy this to reduce the time. Swipe, because it's a carousel will most likely swipe. So that was first. Now let's go to elements. Let's do cake in oven. Let's have this slow, so bear with me. This is one of the cakes we use. Let's reduce size, remove background. Hopefully the network does normal. Now, the reason why we're using this image in this design is because of the headline, which is saying opening the cake in oven makes your cake, ruins your cake. So that is the reason why we are using this. I hope you know that. So basically, it will decide the images we use in our design. Done. Okay, let me increase this a bit. So with this, now we're done with this first design. Let me see the time here. Okay, 10 minutes. Now to the second design here. The second design here, first we need a shape. Okay, that's first. Five baking meats. You should. Okay, you probably still believe. Okay. Font, poppins, all caps. Okay. I just want to make it italics and change color here. Now it's in the center. It says 5 baking meats. So we're talking of baking also again. We'll determine the things we said. So we can say baking or baking tools, anyone you want. And okay, I think that's why this image was used, because it depicts baking. And these two by the sides, that's the rolling pin and stuff. So you see that design is not hard, you just have to use your brain. So when you are searching for things to use in your design, do not think far or search far. Just look for the information right there in front of you and use it in your design. You can see the design is simple but also attractive. We could choose to add something to the background and just add pattern. Let's check for a bold pattern again. I think I like the pattern when it was smaller. Let's do it this way. Copy. To back. Okay, as you can see, very simple and unique. You could put arrow or swipe or any information you want to be there. Now, the design always have inside pages, so that is why this page comes up. Very simple. That first background that we used in the first page, the shape, there could be swipe down here, and the headline, because in a carousel, most likely, because it's saying 5 baking meats, you still believe it's saying butter should always be at room temperature, and this is the meat and this is the truth, the current truth, or the truth that you are trying to pass as an information. So design is not as hard as it is on the basic level. It's just to make sure that first of all, you're not copying other people's design, and secondly, you're making your design as simple as possible so that the information that you want to pass is what is being passed. So with this, I've come to the end of this tutorial. I hope you did enjoy it. Make sure that anytime you want to do a design, you do extensive research, go on other people's page, see how they do their own, and you can model from them. Do not copy, so that when I see you posting a design, I'm not saying this is my design. So for example, you recreate this design to practice and make sure that you know how to effectively use the tool. The tool is Canva. Now, when you are doing your own design, do not do it exactly like this, because you don't have the license to. If you do it and I catch you, now, because you're watching this tutorial, you can do it for practice and post, because it's for practice. But when you are doing designs for your page, go to sites like Pinterest, go to Instagram, go on another baker's page, look at how they do their own, and model meaning pick ideas from it, so that somebody will not see their design on your page, only just the information is different and then it's the same style. That is why we're saying do not copy. I hope you do understand this.